I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. I am sitting here with James Morgan, Artistic Director of the York Theater, and we're going to find out what happened to and what the future of the theater is. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Well, I've probably been better uh, any number of times in my life, but given everything that's happened to us, I'm happy to say it's not hopeless.
Well,
So
Jim, tell us what happened. Take us back to 2 weeks ago. What happened?
it was Monday a week ago, and a water main burst on Lexington Avenue and flooded St. Peter's Church. Now, of course, we're right below St. Peter's Church. So these thousands and thousands of gallons of muddy water that came into the church then dropped down through the ceiling and wherever else it could onto our level. And we weren't aware of it till later that day. And I didn't see it till the next day. And there's lots of damage, but it could be much worse. We've been busy um, salvaging things. Started out the first several days just sort of overwhelmed. The good thing is that it was not 8 feet of water. It was really at the most 2 feet of water rushing through muddy water. So the things that were mainly affected were things in the lower drawers and lower shelves throughout the theater, in our offices and everywhere. So in the green room, we have lots of scripts stored, for example, and the bottom two drawers of all the filing cabinets. We had to go through and drag these soggy scripts out, and we were separating them by hand, the pages by hand. Of course, when paper is wet, it rips very easily. So that was very disconcerting. Then also going through drawers in my office and other offices, finding incredibly wonderful archival things like letters from Hal Prince and Harvey Schmidt and Stephen Sondheim, and that you would hold up and they would fall apart in your hand. And that was just heartbreaking. But we found a company, there are companies that do remediation in situations like that. And we found one called Polygon that takes these things, these sopping wet manuscripts, and freezes them. And it brings them back to life. It gets rid of the water, gets rid of the potential for mold, and you're well on the way to having something wonderful again. So we're doing that with a lot of things. There are some artworks that they are restoring. Some of my designs by other people. And so we're slowly getting through it all. But then we found out at the end of last week that we have to move out for an indeterminate amount of time so they can rebuild. They're worried. Boston Properties, which owns the Citicorp building, or what was the Citicorp building, also is in charge of this building. They're linked engineering-wise and managed by Boston Properties, and they want to start cutting away walls to make sure there's no mold in the walls and things like that. So we have to get everything out by tomorrow night. So we're going crazy.
So you're moving out like lighting, you're moving out everything, right?
Everything. So they can get to whatever they need to. They don't have to say, would you come and remove this so we can get to that wall? We can't. Yeah. So we're making decisions about tossing things that we've had for years, and a lot of it is stuff we could have gotten rid of and we didn't. So it's a great impetus to do that. So
it's become very cost effective for you with everything else of trying to take 30 years or more of your history, load it into trucks somewhere and take it somewhere where it's going to have to live for a while, right?
Yes. Yeah. Did you say it's not cost effective?
Oh, it is cost effective.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And so there are some, we will find some silver linings. There are not a lot of them yet. After tomorrow night, hopefully the silver linings will become more evident. But we have had incredible support. Early, like the first night, the night it happened, a wonderful friend posted on Facebook, "Oh, my favorite theater is going under. It's underwater. It's going out of business." And I had to counteract that. And I said, "No, that's not quite true. We Yes, there is damage. Yes, we are still figuring out what the damage is, but we are not underwater, first of all, and we have no intention of going under. We have the right attitude to push through this, and we have the right people behind us to help us push through it." And people immediately started sending in donations, which is incredible. And just from my Facebook post, it was like, I don't know, within 6 hours, $18,000 came in, just small amounts from hundreds of people. And that means so much, that there's an audience there that we mean something to, that they want us to survive, and they will do anything they can. Several really touching letters, actually both from writers. One, just how much the York means to him, and he was sending this donation because New York would not be the same place without us. And for writers, we are a place to aspire to, because they know they will be supported by us in their quest to create a wonderful show. And another writer said, I'm writing this with trepidation because I have never given a donation this large to any charitable organization. And he is someone who works for a charitable organization and has all his life. But he is a writer also. And he said, my hand is shaking as I write this check, but I just want you to know you mean so much to me.
So let me ask you, will you be back in the same space again, or you don't know yet?
We don't know yet, but I mean, that is the plan. We have every intention of coming back, but the way things are going, we just don't know. And the combination of this and the pandemic and all, no one can say for sure, yes, we'll be back here, or when we'll be back here. That is the plan, definitely.
Okay. Now, Jim, what is the fundraising? Do you have the link? Because I have it here. Do you know where people can donate and how they can help?
Well, I would just say go to our website, yorktheater.org. Make sure you spell theater R-E, the pretentious way. And it's all there on our website. But if you have a more specific one that will help people get to it sooner, then please say so.
Well, I know that I have here, it's givelively.org, donate the York Theater Company, Inc., Flood Recovery Fund. But like I said, people should go to your website. The link is there. I know money is flooding in already, pardon the pun, but I mean, really, seriously, I was looking at it right now. You're getting in really good shape with people donating, because people absolutely love and adore the York Theater Company.
Well, thank you. Yes, I'm amazed every time I have I guess I have the link that, so I guess I'm notified anytime a donation comes in, and it's amazing. Like every 2 minutes, there's something coming in. And what's particularly impressive is it's anything from $5 to 500 or 1,000 or more, and everything in between. But it's like all people in all walks of life are represented by these contributions, and that means a whole lot to us.
Well, I know you have to go back and start packing things up. We're thrilled that you dropped by here at Broadway World. Broadway World's been keeping everybody up to date of what's been happening with the York.
Thank you very much.
As things go by, keep us in the loop with this. And everybody, please go to the York Theater website and donate if you can to save the York. Jim Morgan, it's always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Richie. Thank you very much for having me on.